sometimes people say to me, how can it be settler colonial if Jews have deep roots in this place? But Cornel West has the best answer to that. He responds by citing Liberia, right? Liberia was a settler colony of former enslaved Black Americans who returned to West Africa, but with this, after having been in the United States, with the same discourse of modernizing this place, and ended up basically exploiting and controlling and oppressing the indigenous population. So I think these two things can exist side by side.
So, I mean, the Palestinian man who sits on the rubble and hears Donald Trump's offer of,
Right,
we'll build you a suburb somewhere in
right,
Syria, and
right,
he's like, this rubble is more precious than any palace
right,
in America. I
right.
think that's a quite difficult, even just emotional understanding for unrooted persons
Uh-uh.
as Americans to actually. I mean, how do you sort of bridge that gap in a Jewish or non-Jewish way
Yeah,
to
yeah,
actually try
yeah.
to talk to people about that?
There are many Palestinians who've left
Sure.
Palestine. Sometimes this Palestinian connection to the land can be described in a kind of negative or pathological way. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not as if it's obvious, but we're saying it's not as if Donald Trump or the Israeli government is really offering Palestinians some good alternative somewhere else, right? It's not as if Donald Trump's saying, listen, Gaza's terrible now. We're all going to give you American passports, right? He's basically saying you can go be refugees in Somaliland or something, right? And the
Yeah.
people who've gotten out and gone to Egypt are living in terrible circumstances in Egypt. They can't legally work. They have to pay a tax basically just to continue to live in Egypt. So one reason Palestinians don't want to leave is they know that be facing very, very, very harsh conditions. The Palestinians who were made refugees in 1948, the ones in Lebanon, for instance, have really, really suffered tremendously in there and in Syria in particular. But it's also, yeah, that Palestinians are not just deracinated individuals. They are a nation. They're a group of people with a very, very deep connection to this place that goes back many, many generations and is really, really precious.